Hello, my name is Blessing. Welcome back to my channel where I talk about self-improvement and self-actualization and share my tips on life, love, and beauty. If that's something you're interested in, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. In today's video, I will be sharing some beauty tips as a licensed esthetician. In a previous video, I spoke about how us humans are spiritual beings, but we live in a physical realm, meaning that we use our senses to determine what we want and what we don't want. So there's no doubt about it that your looks will get you into any door. But like I said, we are spiritual beings. So your soul, who you are to the core, is what's going to keep you there. But today, we're talking about beauty. So we're going to focus more on the physical. My first advice would be mastering a skincare and a makeup routine. Let's start off with skincare first, because I do believe that makeup is used to enhance your natural beauty, not to mask or hide imperfections. So when you have a clean slate, your makeup will look so much better. Personally, for me at night, I cleanse, tone, use a serum, hydrate with aloe vera. I may or may not moisturize, and then I'll lock all that in with an oil. In the morning, I don't do as much. I rinse my face with water. I'll tone using a cotton round, so I'm wiping any debris that's on my face that the water didn't get off. And then I'll hydrate with aloe vera and lock in that with oil. A little bit of oil, and then I will apply either sunscreen and a dewy spray and go about my day, or if I want to do makeup, I will do makeup after that. I'll do another video on like my in-depth skincare routine, showing you guys the products that I use, what I use for mask, but right now we're just doing this verbally. I don't do that much in the morning because at night I'm putting in all those products so my skin can absorb them while I'm sleeping. And then just rinsing off any debris that may have gotten on my skin from the night before, just so I don't look too dull. You know what I mean? Like, there's no reason for me to apply products, do nothing but sleep, and then slap on more products again. For me, it's a waste of products, personally. I've been doing this for years. This is what works for me, okay? We're all different, so I think the mistake a lot of people tend to make is that they will watch these videos or these skincare routines online and go about doing what that person is doing without even finding out what their skin type is. So for me, I have normal to dry skin, I will say, especially in the winter. In the summer, my skin's just normal. Like, it's going to be dry if it's dry out, but most of the time it's humid, so my skin's just, it's not dry or oily. So my skin really just accommodates to the season that we're in. If you have oily or dry skin, you need to have a skincare routine that caters to such skin type. So if you're watching this video and you have oily or just dry skin, not normal to dry, and you go do what I'm doing, good luck. Your skincare routine should not be changing every month. Every so often I'll talk to people and they'll tell me, oh, I was using this product, but I didn't really see the results, so I stopped and I started using this other product. How long were you using that product for? Oh, about a month. A month is not long enough. If you have not seen any changes within 2 to 3 months, then I'd recommend using something else. But give it time. You have to give it time. You can't just be using something for 3 weeks, 2 to 3 weeks, and say, it's not working, I'm throwing it out. That's why you start to confuse your skin, because your skin does go through this process where it starts getting used to the product, and right when it starts getting used to the product, you may not be seeing the changes, but because you're not seeing the changes, you're like, oh, let me go use something else. And then you start using something else, and then it confuses the skin, which may lead to breakouts or just reversing the issue. Stick to one product at a time. You have to be patient with your skin. This is not something that happens overnight. This is not something that happens over the course of 1 to 2 weeks. You need to be patient with your skin. Give it time. If you don't want to wait 3 months, I'd say at least wait 2. But you cannot be switching products every so often. That's a big no. Pick one, stick to it, and give it a chance. I've seen a lot going on about people wanting to do chemical peels, people suggesting people do chemical peels, people who have not even done a chemical peel telling people to go do a chemical peel. Forget not even having done a chemical peel before. If you're not even a skincare professional, if you don't even know what a chemical peel is and you just watched a video or a TikTok about somebody getting a chemical peel done and then giving you a little blurb about what the chemical peel is, stop telling people, stop talking about it. You don't know what it is. Why are you talking about it? Why are you telling people, oh yeah, I really want to get this done. I think you should get this done. Yeah? Okay. It'll be the sentence like this. I've never done it before, but I definitely suggest getting a chemical peel done. And it'd be someone who's not even a skincare professional. It'd be somebody who probably just watched a video or a TikTok about somebody else getting a chemical peel done and then seeing the results and saying, yeah, I should do that. Yeah, I'm gonna tell people to do that too. Cut it out. Cut it out. What do you... Now, I'm 23. I've never gotten a chemical peel done before. I'm nobody to tell somebody to do what they want to do with their skin. I'm just giving you my advice, which is why I'm saying, as for me, or my advice, like, do what you want to do, but I'm going to tell you what I know. First of all, I want to talk about cell turnover, which is the process of your skin producing new skin cells to replace the old ones. We all know that babies and children have sensitive skin, and that's because their cell turnover is happening more frequently than an adult. For babies and children, I want to say it's happening every 2 to 3 weeks, so 14 to 21 days. For an adolescent, it's happening every 21 to 28 days. From your 20s to your 40s, it's happening about every month. From your 40s to your 50s, it's about a month to a month and a half. And from your 50s and so on, it's a month and a half to 2 months or longer. Now let's talk about collagen. Collagen is the most abundant protein in your skin, bones, connective tissues, joints. It plays a key role in skin hydration and elasticity. By your mid-20s, you decrease in collagen production by 1% every year. So that's starting at 25, your collagen production goes down 1% every year. So let's go back to chemical peels. I'm not saying that someone in their teens or early 20s should not be getting chemical peels, but if your cell turnover is happening every month and you have not decreased in any collagen production, use discernment. Because I will say a lot of places will not be honest when it comes to consultations. Because one, you're giving them your money and you're probably going to come back. So, like I said, let's use discernment. I've never done a chemical peel before, but I do use products with enzymes in them. Natural enzymes from fruits that is going to help break down the top layer of your skin. So it mimics the same thing. So it mimics the same results from a chemical peel, just at a lesser degree. So it's safe for women who are pregnant or breastfeeding or anyone who has autoimmune diseases. Chemical peels use acids such as glycolic or salicylic acid to completely remove that top layer of the skin, whereas enzymes are breaking down the top layer of the skin and it's happening at a more gradual pace. So you can throw it in the category of chemical exfoliant, but it's not a chemical peel. The difference between that and a manual exfoliant is that a manual exfoliant is grainy. You feel the textures of the beads or grains or whatever it is that you're using on your skin. I personally love the brand Eminence. It's an organic skincare brand, and I love the mask. I think I have it with me right here. I actually have this with me in my room. I love this mask. It's a mango exfoliating enzyme mask. I hope y'all can see it. Yes, you can. Love this. I use this once every week or every 2 weeks. I don't really do too much with it. I have noticed a drastic change in the overall brightness in my skin and the appearance of dark marks, hyperpigmentation from acne, or just scarring. Since we're still on the topic of skin, I want to talk about dry brushing. Dry brushing has so many great benefits to it. It is a gentle exfoliant. It helps with the appearance of cellulite. It also improves blood circulation, which is going to help with the appearance of dull skin. And it also aids in lymphatic drainage. It is not a lymphatic drainage technique. When I dry brush, I activate my lymph nodes. I dry brush, take a shower. After I get out the shower, I moisturize, and while I'm moisturizing, I will give myself a lymphatic drainage massage. That is a lymphatic drainage technique. But just dry brushing is not a lymphatic drainage technique, especially if you're not going to activate your lymph nodes. But that does not mean that it's not giving you all the other benefits of it as well. And let's backtrack to collagen, because I forgot to mention that I do take collagen peptides. Don't quote me on this. I learned this a while back in A&P, but I remember learning this and I was like, yeah, I'm going to start taking vitamin C and collagen peptides together. And I believe that vitamin C activates some enzyme that increases the collagen production. Vitamin C activates an enzyme that increases the production of collagen mRNA, which increases the production of collagen in the body. Like I said, don't quote me. It's been a minute. You can simply just Google it. Next, let's talk about hair removal. I started waxing in high school, and I remember telling my friends about it, and they would be like, girl, you're crazy. And I'd be like, no, you don't know what you're missing. I started my esthetician career as a waxologist. So I think I know a thing or two when it comes to waxing, personally. There's different types of wax that can be used. Hard wax, soft wax, sugar wax. Hard wax hardens on its own, so you don't need a fabric to remove the wax. You just let it dry and it hardens and you just rip it off. With soft wax, you need the cloth to remove the wax with it. And I believe you can also use a cloth with sugar wax as well, but you don't have to. You can either use sugar wax as like a hardened like paste and apply it to your skin and rip it off, or you can use it with the cloth as well. But that's pretty much like the main difference. And also how to apply it onto the skin. With some waxes, you apply it in the direction of hair growth. With others, it's in the opposite direction of hair growth. Now, how often should you wax? It depends on your hair growth and it depends on the area. For me, I wax my brows every 2 to 3 months. I don't do my brows as often because I believe, and I've seen it happen, people's brows get thinner the more often you do it. So I'm gonna rock that unibrow. I'm kidding. I will clean it up with tweezers, but as far as like full on waxing my brows every like 2 to 3 weeks, no, I'm not doing it. With my lip and underarm, I'll wax them every 3 to 4 weeks. Brazilian area, 4 to 6 weeks. It really depends. And the benefit of waxing is that over time, your hair starts to grow in thinner and the hair grows back softer. So it's easier so as you go on, it's easier to wax. The first one is going to kill. And the thing is consistency. If you're not doing it consistently, eventually that hair is going to grow back to its natural texture and it's going to hurt as much as it did, if not probably a little less than the first time. So if you're waiting like 2 months in between each waxes, yeah, it's gonna hurt because the hair has grown back to like its natural state at that point. Another thing with waxing, if you want to wax, you need to stick with waxing. You're not gonna wax one time and then go shave and then go wax and then go shave. No, you're gonna get ingrowns. So you're going to irritate your skin. So if you want to wax, stick with waxing. If you want to shave, stick with shaving. You need to make sure you're exfoliating. Exfoliating is going to get rid of all that dead skin, all that gunk that accumulates that is going to get absorbed into the skin. So think about it this way, right? If you have all these dead skin cells that are just like layering on top day after day and you're not exfoliating it off, your skin then absorbs it. So when it's time for the hair to grow back, it kind of gets stuck because it has to grow through all these excess layers of dead skin. Instead of it just going through the skin, it's going to grow underneath the skin because it can't pass through all that dead skin and gunk. It starts to grow underneath the skin and you get an ingrown hair. To avoid that, you need to exfoliate. Exfoliating 2 to 3 times a week. In moist and damp areas such as underarms and your Brazilian area, you do not want to use a sugar scrub. You want to use salt scrubs. Salt scrub is going to dehydrate the skin. I know that sounds bad, but because that area is moist and damp all the time, you kind of want it dehydrated. Keep it simple. You don't need to go out and buy all these products. For me personally, sea salt and oil does the job. If not, coffee grounds and oil does the job. Stay away from sugar scrubs in these areas. Stay away from products that are highly fragmented in these areas. That is a no-no. It's going to lead to irritation.